Well, we've got the sun to my back. We'll take a look at the outside. It's registered in Oregon. Registration is current and is valid for another 12 months, or just a few days short of 12 months. Due in May, if I remember right. As you can see, there's, as you will see if you take a closer look at it, there's really no dents and scratches or anything of this nature that exist. A little bit of the blue trim, very, very small areas. Has not peeled. It is maybe a little chip has gone away from it, but you've really got to look for it. This thing is in amazing shape. 20 years old almost at the time of this filming. Don't be confused by the Oregon registration. The vehicle is now 30 miles south of Los Angeles. This is the only mar I can see in the paint job. No dents, scratches, anything else. Can you find it? Maybe there's another one somewhere. Maybe you can help me find it. This is the access door to the generator directly behind the driver's seat. The generator runs off of the regular gasoline tank, but the generator will stop running when there's a quarter tank left, so you don't suck the tank dry. You can control the generator, start it and stop it from inside the vehicle. And this is the generator. It's an Oron, very well-known brand, one of the best. It's a 5 amp, more than enough to run the air conditioning in the vehicle, and of course the microwave and anything else you might want to set up for it. The spare tire is carried on the back. I'm not sure if that's to accommodate a larger fuel tank or what the exact reason is, but it certainly will make it a lot easier to get at. It also has a what they're calling a wheelless trailer, a trailer that has no wheels. You can put, I understand, up to 250 pounds in there, and it is packed with some stuff. We'll take a look at it. This is a still picture I took of the contents of the wheelless trailer that'll come with the vehicle. We have some extra toilet tissue here, along with the chemicals for the toilet that go into the holding tanks, the lubricants, the anti-deodorants, that sort of thing. We have 2 sets of tire covers, 4 in total. These are used to cover the tires when the vehicle is being stored in a sunny location, or for that matter if it's being used in a sunny location and parked for a longer period of time. We have a couple of camp stools here. Don't look very comfortable, but they're certainly better than sitting on the ground. I have an extra set of engine belts for the engine. These are the old ones that came off when I replaced the current ones. I keep the old ones just in case the current ones snap and you're 400 miles from home. They'll be real handy. The sanitary gloves to use when you're emptying the tanks, and of course duct tape. You got to have some duct tape. We have a awning tie-down cord. I was going to include the 100-foot extension cord, and something spilled on it and destroyed the insulation, the plastic around it. I have no idea what happened. I have a windshield cover. This covers the outside of the windshield. Very handy when you're storing the vehicle, when you're camping for long term. And of course a hose. This is a 25-foot. It's all you would normally need in the normal course of business. Plastic leveling blocks. You can drive the vehicle up on these blocks. They're very handy when you're parked on a hard surface such as concrete. Emergency reflectors, truck type, very heavy duty. They're not going to get blown over. Put them out if you should be disabled alongside of the road. The jack, of course, to jack the thing up, very heavy duty one. It's a heavy vehicle. 2 different adapters for electricity where you can take the built-in cord and step it down to a regular plug like you would be using at home and many campgrounds. There's 2 different types. Here we have an awning crank that you use to unfurl the awning. A standard tire wrench. It's big, of course. The wheels are heavy duty. And I also added 10 leveling blocks made out of wood. These plastic ones are good, but only on a concrete type surface. The wood, although they will tend to crack along the grain, are great when you're on an uneven surface such as gravel or wood. These plastic ones tend to sink in that since they're hollow on the bottom. It has an awning. I have never opened it up. and it appears that the original owner never did so either. Well, we've got the sun at the right angle. Let's take a look at the engine compartment. Now, I've checked both batteries. This is the house battery, and it's filled with water. I'm about to check the windshield washer fluid, which would be filled up. You can see from the way the engine looks, it's nice and clean. Of course, engine oil has been checked. We'll need to change the engine oil in about 1,000 miles, 1,500 actually. From the time of the making of this, the brake fluid is as high as it should be. The car battery, there are two batteries of course, one that runs the car and one that runs provides power for inside. They're independent of each other. I've also checked the radiator fluid level, and it is fine. It is not using any of these products excessively. Here we have the standard cab of the vehicle. It's standard Ford except for the seats, which are the captain type chairs. They also swivel. Let's see if we can get the mileage here. $28,608.3. 28,600. I've gotten almost 14 miles per gallon out of this gasoline engine. It's the big one, the 7.5 liter. Directly overhead of the cab is the sleeping area where two adults can sleep. Windows all around, nice padding, and it'll pull out even larger than the area that you're looking at. It'll slide toward me about 2 feet, where that secondary pad you see in the far background goes. And then the two large pads also fit in there, will keep you from rolling out of the bed. There's a ladder that you can use to get up there, which is not in the picture. Starting at the front of the vehicle where the bed is, we'll take a look at some of the cabinetry involved. Storage areas. The vent over the stove. We're now in the bathroom area, just a few feet away. Very compact. This is where the clothing would go. An area where you can hang clothing. Set up for a TV. I kept my computer up here, laptop. More storage. Nothing is missed. And down below the cabinetry we have 3 drawers, 2 cabinets, a storage space where the water supply is kept, 20 gallons. We have the sink. And then directly next to that we have the microwave. Works off 110, so you have to be hooked up or have the generator running. Have the refrigerator. It runs off of gas or 110. Works very effective. Will drop the temperature about 40 degrees from the outside temperatures. Then directly across from that we have the kitchen stove with oven, 4 burners as you can see. Uses a match to light it. Propane of course. Additional storage down below. Then the couch, which converts into a bed. A large drawer down below that, linen type drawer. And the pole is for the table. Regarding the drawers, cabinets, and closets in this vehicle, all of this is made out of real wood. There's nothing plastic about the interior of this vehicle. There are 2 different 110 plugs in the vehicle, one toward the front and this one over the microwave. Also a place to hook up your TV. There's an exterior antenna, and of course you have a cigarette lighter type socket for power. The switch is an on-on switch. You can operate the microwave or the air conditioner, but not both. So you have an on-on switch which will redirect the current from one to the other. The thermostat for the forced air furnace running off of propane. A hookup for a telephone with an exterior plug. Landline. This is a 20-year-old vehicle. And just above that I've added a carbon monoxide alarm. And overhead also you'll see the standard smoke alarm, much as you would see in anyone's home. Down here you have the display for the various tanks on the vehicle. You have a display for the battery. It'll tell you how your battery is doing. Remember, the battery is separate. You can run this battery completely dead while the automobile battery remains untouched or unfazed. This display will tell you how much is in your propane tank. It will tell you how much fresh water you have, a 20-gallon tank. It will tell you how full your holding tanks are getting. One tank, 20 gallons for gray water from the shower, the sink, and another holding tank for the black water or the sewage. Directly below that is a switch that operates the hot water heater, 5-gallon hot water heater. You can heat it up to scalding or whatever amount, whatever lower temperature you wish. You probably already saw the vent in the previous pictures. Also on the roof we have a fluorescent light. The fluorescent light is 12 volt. Works off your battery. And air conditioning heat pump, which also operates off of 110. You have some overhead lighting over the couch. There's a small light over the stove, and of course the bathroom is lit up, and it also has a smaller vent with fan. Now it has a bathtub shower. I'm not going to try to kid you into thinking that this is a large spa type shower, but it will do the trick. It has shower curtains to keep the water contained so it does not get onto the rest of the bathroom. And also, as you've probably already seen, a commode. And here we have the operating manual for the vehicle, published by Airstream. And on the left-hand side I have all the receipts, both from the previous owners and from myself. These receipts are very handy because it will document the passage of time and mileage, thereby verifying the mileage. So as the years go by, the mileage goes up slowly until it gets to the more or less present day and present mileage.